Hello everybody, this is Nicole with HelpMamaRemote.com, and I hope I'm looking in the right direction with the camera. Seems a little odd. However, today I wanted to give a review on the Superwave digital oven that I've been using for the past week. I've used it 4 days. I made chicken leg quarters, meatloaf, salmon, and today I made chicken legs in it. So the first day with the chicken leg quarters, the timing, I went a little bit over the timing that is suggested, and the meat still wasn't done after it completed. But after letting, I guess, the meat rest while it was still in the oven, it did cook, completely cook. However, I did notice like some red spots in the meat when my husband was eating his piece of chicken. So that was the one, that was the first meat that I put in there. The second one was the meatloaf. The meatloaf did really well. I put pasta sauce on top of it because that's usually how I do. I put pasta sauce on top of my meatloaf when I put it in the oven, so I put pasta sauce on it. However, being that all the heat comes from the top and it just like cooks, the heat is so strong, the sauce was just black crisp. I peeled it off and then put more sauce on it. So in the future, if I ever put meatloaf in it, I'll put the sauce in after it's totally done. After the timer goes off, then I'll pour the sauce on there. The third day was the salmon. I don't like cooking the salmon in it. And today was the chicken legs. The chicken legs I did like cooking in there because it was nice and crisp. However, I did the suggested time that they suggest. I said, okay, let me follow their instructions and see what happened. So I did the 30 minutes. That was the suggestion for frozen chicken. However, my chicken wasn't totally frozen. I took it out this morning, so it's just still like probably like an inside a little bit, still a little bit cold. So 30 minutes, it was not done. So I put it on 20 more minutes and I rotated because I had was using the 2 racks. So I put the chicken that was on the bottom at the top for the last 20 minutes and the chicken that was on the top at the bottom, and everything, pretty much got brown, golden, a little crisp, and that was really tasty, still juicy and everything. So my overall review would be if you're you're cooking something that maybe you want to relax, and when it's when the timer goes off, you don't have to worry about going to the stove and turning it off. I think it's a great thing to cook in, like the meatloaf, probably a spiral ham that's probably pre-cooked and you're just heating it up. Maybe a whole chicken, just finding out that proper timing, because the timing that they have in the book seems like it doesn't match with the actual time in order to get food done. And I like my food done. I don't want nothing rare at all. So I would just, like I say, things that you, meatloaf, maybe a roast, and I'm a little bit concerned about the roast because, like I say, the heat is so hot. I'm not sure it will thoroughly cook, on the inside with that short time, that they're telling us to put the food on. So I'm not cool about the roast. Like I say, the fish, since I really enjoy searing my fish really well in a skillet and giving it that extra touch and love, I don't like cooking the fish in there. So things like meatloaf, I don't think it would be something that I would use on a weekly basis, not on a daily basis at all. Maybe twice a month, once a month, pretty much like I use my crock pot. I use my crock pot maybe once a month, twice a month at the most that I will use my crock pot. So, I just believe that, me personally, because I enjoy cooking for some, and that's another thing. If you're a person that don't enjoy cooking and not much of a cook per se, this may be perfect for you. But if you like adding the extra love and the extra touch to your food, and that feels good to you and brings you joy and all that kind of stuff, it's not something that you would want to cook your food in on a daily basis. Excuse me one second. Okay, my son just came in the house, so if you hear something obnoxious and loud, that's who that is. So, so yeah, so if you like to add that extra love and touch, it may be something that you want just to add to your artillery. Artillery, is that the right word? Your weapons. So that's that. Now, I wanted to do a follow-up review on the Paula Deen Pots I purchased last year for my birthday. Not this past year, but last year. Paula Deen Red said I have a review up that I did when I first got the pots. I really enjoyed them and everything. They were just non-stick with the red, you know, pretty and all that kind of stuff. However, what happened was maybe a few months after I started using them, my husband had got me one of the largest one. We got the set. He got me the set, and he got me the real large one too. After a few months, I noticed the large one started scraping at the bottom. I never stacked them inside of each other without a towel. After when I was stacking them in with the towel, afterwards I got racks for them. So each were on their own rack. I had the Paula Deen spoons, so I never used metal utensils inside them. I took really good care of this set. So I was really disappointed when the first one began to scratch. Then I noticed the other two began the small fryers, like I noticed them beginning to scratch. So I was very disappointed when I began to see them scratch because I took really good care of the pot according to how they told me to take care of them. I'm upset that I did not follow. When I first saw the scratch in the largest one, I should have went right back to the warranty and sent them back because I forgot what the warranty said because I didn't keep up with it. Kept it for a while, and then I didn't even follow up, and I should have followed up right away when they start acting up. So I'm gonna go to cast iron, something that I know lasts a long time, durable. I do want this other set. I think it's not actually a set, but maybe a few out of this set. I think it's called Lee Crust, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'll find out how to pronounce it. But I may want a couple of those. And maybe a couple stainless steel. I don't want a whole set anymore of anything. I just want the pots that I use the most, good quality pot. I'm noticing that the seems like the chefs, when they put their name on something, their name is there, however the quality isn't there. Because before I got the pots, I asked my grandma about the emerald. She had emerald, and she said she wasn't pleased with the emerald, and she had the emerald stainless steel. So yeah, so that's the review, my update on the Paula Deen. I don't know if you have any, maybe they're working well for you, and as well as my update on the Super Wave digital oven. So that's it. And like I say, I think some things that when you enjoy cooking, some things just can't be substituted, you know. Some things just can't be substituted. So when we want something that tastes great, quality cooking, we got to get down up in that kitchen and do our thing. And then sometimes we want to like have a nice comfort food, some soup, some chili and stuff like that. Then we got the other tools we can use for that. So that's my update on those two items, and I'll talk to y'all later. And if you all have tried any of those, tell me what you like about them, what's been the best meat that you cooked in them, what's been the best dish. If you have the Paula Deen pots, how have they held up for you? How long have you had them? And, you know, things like that. All right, talk to y'all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.